Hello and welcome. This is the third time that I'm recording this, and I thought third time's the charm. There must be something to that. So, welcome. My name is Lindsey Latham. This is my channel, and you are about to experience part 2 of a healing transmission activation from the Ascended Master Goddess Isis. Make sure after this you go and listen to part 1. I've created a playlist on my channel for you to find this easily. So, if you are just finding me, I am a professional psychic. I've been a spiritual business owner for going on 6 years now. And I am also a Usui Reiki master teacher who has been practicing for 19 years. I have been a master teacher for just over 5 years and stayed at the master level for 13 years before that. I am also an animal communicator. I locate lost pets nationwide and worldwide for pet owners through my home or wherever I am by utilizing Reiki and my God-given psychic abilities and processes that I create myself. So, I also teach psychic development. That's mainly what my channel is based off of, but I have been led to begin providing guidance that I receive specifically from the Ascended Master Goddesses in communication and conjunction with Source Consciousness, which is the way that I refer to God. You'll hear me refer to God in many different ways. Source is one of them. And this video is a living healing transmission through Reiki, which Reiki is a life force healing energy that is only capable of healing. It isn't capable of doing anything else. So as you listen to this transmission from Ascended Master Goddess Isis, you are receiving a Reiki healing specific to you and what comes up within your consciousness that needs healing. It's going to be different for everyone. Just allow it to work. The way that you allow the Reiki to work for you is by accepting it. And all you have to do in order to accept it is say to yourself, you don't, out loud or just in your mind, yes, I accept this Reiki healing. Please show your support to the channel by liking this video, subscribing if you like this kind of content, and to be supportive so I can continue doing this. Okay, so since I am also an animal communicator, that is a lot of the ways that I receive spiritual guidance. So you will see that when I am in meditation and communicating with the Ascended Master Goddesses, they will arrive with certain animals, and that is what I then start doing a research on the symbolism of the animals. And my research is done through the Animal Speak book. It's a Native American Animal Speak book by Ted Andrews. It is my reference guide. Okay, so in order for this to completely make sense, you're going to need to go to part one after this. It's fine, which in part one, I was going over the communication with white buffalo woman, who I call in the position of the North. So in Isis added on to what white buffalo woman, her communication started. And this is a transmission from last week. So once we fully get through transmission one, which will have at least three or four more parts coming after this. So keep an eye out for those. Put on the notification bell so you don't miss it. If you want to catch it, right when it comes out. Now, since this is the third time that I am attempting to get this information to the collective, it is very important. If you have found yourself sitting here with me, you are very important in the rewriting and manifestation of the new earth consciousness, the new earth creation. Now, White Buffalo referred to the rewriting of the book of Revelations, which, go back to part one, because I don't want to re-explain everything, but just know that when I made part one, I had no idea what the book of Revelations was even about, because I am not that person. I am not a Bible person on purpose, so I had no idea. But, so I looked it up briefly. So the book of Revelations has to do with universal law, spiritual law. And the actual spiritual law that exists in the matrix is the opposite of what is actual spiritual truths and law. So White Buffalo Woman went into the duality of actual spiritual law and truth, in opposed to the matrix programming that has completely distorted everything. Okay, so beginning with Isis. I have tons of notes. I have notes, so you're going to be seeing me look at my notes and referring, so I can somewhat stay on track. Okay, so Revelations rewritten. We are the collective. If you're sitting here with me, we are a part of the same soul collective of powerful healers. Whether or not you realize it yet or not, that is who you are. We are a part of the same collective. We are alike. So we are the collective that is restructuring the energy grid back to ancient truths. That is our core operating system before matrix programming got a hold of everybody. We are the collective that are rewriting the narrative. And there's a couple ways you can look at it. We're rewriting the narrative back to the truth, or we are, deconditioning, helping decondition humanity as a whole back to their core truths. There's different ways that you can look at it, but we are the ones who are meant to help others decondition back to their core operating system, which is that of love, unity, consciousness, love, light, unity, consciousness, which is also what the basis of the energetic grid of the new earth is constructed of. The more of us that are consciously on board with that, or consciously realize that, the faster and the more progressive the creation and manifestation of bringing the new earth into existence will be. So that's why I'm seeing it's so urgent and so important that I start talking and I start making videos and relaying these transmissions while providing healing, because the individual who avoids their own healing is what slows things down. So just by listening, as long as you are accepting of the healing, you are being helped just through the energetic listening and absorption, you know what I'm saying, absorbing the energy of what I'm saying. It's a living, energetic healing, activation, and transmission, assisting you in the deconstruction of the matrix programming back into and down into your core love, unity, light consciousness. Okay. Which is all in alignment with the divine, which is all in alignment with source. The way of rewriting, and let me just be clear here, we're not rewriting a book, we're not creating a new religion. This is not religious, what I'm talking about. This is deconstructing religions, deconstructing that programming from the collective back into their divine union and sovereignty as an individual with source consciousness, which is crucial to the constructing of the new earth, into what we're doing, into your mission and your purpose. Authentic, creative expression in union with source consciousness and the divine, with the creator within you, is the new revelations, is where all creation happens, is individual connection with the divine, with source consciousness, that creates authentic expression of light, unity, love consciousness that brings into the collective or humanity as a whole, furthering this unity, love consciousness. Let me know in the comments if that makes sense. Okay, so the way to this is continuing to heal, which is what you are doing by sitting here and listening to me talk on camera, and deconditioning from the matrix programming, which is exactly what I was just talking about, and connect to the divine through creative expression in alignment with your purpose and mission. These transmissions will assist in the uncovering of what your purpose and mission is if you're confused. So if you're sitting here looking at me and you're like, I have no idea what my mission is, I have no idea what my purpose is, I don't feel like I have a purpose. If that is you listening to this and going through this healing and accepting this healing will help uncover those things for you. Many things will shift for you after this transmission and after this healing. If you commit to yourself to be aware, but we get into that more here. Okay, so Isis showed up with a white rabbit, not just a rabbit, a white rabbit. And she actually said it to me. She said the white rabbit. But said sometimes I'll see them show up with a certain animal, but I specifically remember her saying the white rabbit. So but I talk a lot about the rabbit also, just the animal, the rabbit, as well as the white rabbit, which the white rabbit was in this book too, which I find fascinating. So the white rabbit symbolizes, well, I would have to double check that. I have it written next to white rabbit. It's either the white rabbit or the rabbit. Okay. One and the same, but I don't want to be out of integrity. So I guess I could look it up really quick because I have it right here. If you can be patient and hang out with me. Okay, the rabbit. Let me see. Oh, I think it is. It is the white 100 progress. Okay. Okay, so it's the rabbit. It's the rabbit. It's not specifically the white rabbit, but the rabbit in itself symbolizes demiurge. I don't know how to, I had to look up the word. I had to look up what the word meant because I had heard it before, but I didn't know what it meant. And I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correct. Demiurge, Demiurge. It means the creation of the universe. How cool is that? So it means the creation of the universe. Okay, so this is how she's communicating with me, is through the animal totem symbolism that is in alignment with this whole message. This message is paradoxical. So by the end of this transmission, there will be a paradox awareness of like a larger picture that you will see of consciousness, and in conjunction with matrix programming and the new earth creation, which the duality of the matrix, opposite of truth. The matrix programming is opposite of truth. Once transmission is fully received, you will see the paradox. We need to be acting in a way opposite of the matrix conditioning. So in a lot of things, it's safe to assume that a lot of things in the matrix are complete opposite of what is actually. And I'll let you do that with what you will. But I also have written down here, play the game, because that is the way that I have mastered and figured out how to exist, survive, and even thrive with having to be a part of the matrix technically, but on the very much outskirts. It's like physically I play the game in the Matrix is to the point where I have to, like, I don't know why this keeps coming up, but like paying for car insurance, having to go to the DMV and get your license, like that Matrix stuff that you have to do in order to stay safe and not get in trouble, so to speak. It's like, do what you need to do to keep you and your family safe, but within your within your mind, body, soul, spirit, you do not have to be programmed by the Matrix. You don't have to play the game. That's not playing the game. That's letting the game play you. It, you know, if you're still stuck in the Matrix energy harvesting program that they have, you know, working the 9 to 5 job. That's so funny. My computer just like went out on me. So to me, that is source is telling me to move on. So I'm just going to be quiet. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. And if you want me to elaborate more on it, let me know in the comments. All right. So the animals are teaching us how. The animal symbolism will teach you how to do anything really that you want to do. And the white rabbit symbolizes the concept of being. The concept of being. It's the relationship that you have with everything around you. Like some people don't have relationships with animals. Well, that is their concept of being. I choose to have relationships with animals, and I choose to be in communication with animals in love, light, unity with them, because everything around you is for your benefit, whether or not you have come to that point of realization or not. Everything is working in your favor. It's just when you are still manipulated by the Matrix programming, it seems the opposite of that, because the Matrix programming flips everything to the apps. It's literally like being upside down or living in the upside down. Being in the Matrix programming is like living in hell. It's crazy. It's crazy. If you're here, you probably already know this stuff. Okay, so this is just a reminder. But if not, once you really get into this work, and you'll see what I'm talking about. And what we are doing, what I am doing, when I say we, I'm talking about the collective and the spirit team that I work with, that I ensure you is all love and light. I do not work with any dark spirits or dark magic. That is not who I am. It hasn't ever been who I am. And I don't mess with it. So if you're sitting here with me and you're going through a healing, it is only healing. It's only capable of healing. And I'm only connecting to ascended master goddesses, angels of various descents that are of pure light and love, and my spirit team and ancestors that are in alignment with our mission, that are of pure light and love. These are all things that I completely take care of before I push record on these videos. The space is completely protected, as well as your space, as and if you are accepting the healing. So, and also more of this will make sense once you go back to part 1, because I'm referring to the focused intention of this healing transmission. It is a focused, intended transmission of healing that is meant to assist you in deconditioning from the Matrix programming back into your core operating system of love, light, unity, consciousness, in communion with the divine, which is where the creation and manifestation of the new earth is constructed. The more of us that are in alignment with our love unity consciousness, deconditioned from all the BS, the better. The better everything will be. Rabbits also symbolize fertility and new life. We are birthing the new earth. So I thought that was cool. And they are also considered the most, in Chinese astrology, the rabbit is considered the most fortunate of the 12 zodiac signs. They symbolize psychic abilities, psychic powers, sensitivity. They're sensitive to their surroundings, artistic, virtuous, they have finesse. And any endeavor, these are messages for someone. So any endeavor that you start goes in hops and leaps. It represents this hopping and leaping motion, not a step-by-step process. And I don't know about you, but I can't stand step-by-step processes. It's like, ugh. It's so constructed and boxed in, which is something else that they symbolize. Is they ensure that they are not boxed in wherever they go. Rabbits and mice are the most preyed upon of the animal kingdom. They are hunted the most by other animals, which I also find interesting, because people of the light, people who come in and are birthed in here, like myself, who are of pure light, we are the most preyed upon energetically out of anyone. It's what it seems like anyway. So I thought that was, there is a very dire need for you, if you are listening to this, to upkeep your energy protection and cleansing your energy in your space that you reside in, and to upkeep that, because we are very susceptible to outside energies because of how aware we are. And if you don't understand or know how to protect yourself from that energy, it can start to affect you mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. So you are doing a good thing for yourself by being here and going through this healing. This is protecting and healing your energy just by sitting here with me and accepting the Reiki. Now, they rabbits have 2 to 5 litters a year of babies, and the number 2 symbolizes duality, which is what we were just talking about. And there was something else. It's duality. I guess that's all that I'm supposed to say, is duality, because I don't see where I wrote down the other part. Okay. 5 represents change, freedom, adventure, and potential. And then they have 3 to 6 babies per litter, and 3 symbolizes completeness, harmony, and divine connection. And then the 6 represents love, harmony, responsibility, and purpose. So if you are here, part of your purpose is to decondition, deconstruct matrix programming, tearing down the processes that don't work and that are killing people, and helping others get in alignment with their unity love consciousness that is there in all of us. You just have to get through the conditioning, the processing that has been, we've all been brainwashed by so many things. Oh, here I am. I have 2 right here. Duality, balance, and partnership. That's what 2 represents. And then also, so sexual energy is a symbolism also of the rabbit. And using sexual energy to manifest is something that came up briefly. And I'm not talking about promiscuity or sleeping with a bunch of people, because that will actually do the opposite. Or not the opposite, but it's not going to help. Just sexual energy is usable to manifest. Take that with what you will. Day and night, or dusk and dawn, are best times to practice or meditate for people with a rabbit totem. And now we're going to talk about the white rabbit. Now that we have a basis of the rabbit. Now, she specifically mentioned the white rabbit. The white rabbit initiates adventure. There is a need for the collective to be viewing this endeavor of the construction and manifestation, for lack of better terms, of the new earth as an adventure. Okay, it's exciting. And I know healing can sometimes not be exciting, but once you really get into your healing work, which is something that I am doing every day, moment by literally everything that I do has to do with my own spiritual understanding and progression. I've been like that my whole life practically. I mean, not it, once I became aware, it has been a part of my life for a very, very long time. And now in adulthood, since I got off of, got out of drug addiction, which was something that was a part of my life for over 20 something years, was hard drug addiction. I'm talking H and meth addiction and like hardcore drugs. Once I was able to get myself off of that stuff and really started plowing through my healing, now it's like it's all I want, because of the level of freedom that comes with it doesn't match any high I've ever experienced. It's a freedom that is consistent, not short-lived. Like, yeah, if you go get high, you might experience some spiritual and all these different levels of freedom for a short period of time, but it comes with a lot of consequences. This becoming spiritually free, mental, emotional, spiritually, physically free through doing your healing work, being in alignment with your purpose and helping others, provides a level of freedom that it's really hard to explain. It's hard to explain. I need for nothing. I need for nothing, and I know that I'm taken care of. Period. So this symbol of adventure is a very large theme through even the last part 1 and continuing into this theme is this adventure. If you are having an issue and you're like avoiding your healing work, think of it as an adventure. It's, if you're in the US, things kind of suck right now. It's like I don't know. It just kind of sucks. So shift your perspective inward as you are the adventurer. You are the adventurer, and the adventure of going inside and taking care of yourself, and inside meaning inward consciousness, and taking care of yourself and healing. It opens up this whole world around you. It clicks all of these things into alignment that otherwise wouldn't be there. And your psychic awareness and your sensitive abilities, as they come online more, you're just more aware and able to see the signs and opportunities around you. There is no limit to the possibilities. So just like the white rabbit, think about Alice in Wonderland. Alice in Wonderland, she followed the white rabbit into a new world, into another existence, which is exactly what we're doing. We are creating and guiding the collective into this new earth, love, unity consciousness, which is a very magical world. That's what we're creating. We are the magicians, we are the magic, and we are creating a world of such where anything is possible. We'll be levitating. We'll be levitating. As we're not going to be walking down the street. We'll be levitating down the street. Oh, that'd be so cool. Okay, so focused. So in my notes, it says, hence the one we are creating right now, meaning the new earth, with focus intended, conscious healing and energetic grid restructuring back to true universal law, universal truths, unity, love, balance, individual dominion with the creator that can only be established from within, devoid of outside influences or false light teachings. Hence, I'll let you fill in the blank there. Okay, so mama rabbits feed their young in the AM and the PM twice per day. They leave the nest during the day, A, to feed themselves, so to nourish and feed themselves, and B, to keep any attention off of the nest. They don't want to bring any attention to their babies, which, you know, this whole transmission just comes together so beautifully. And if you are still here, or if you are here, please don't forget to push the like button, subscribe to the channel, and say hi in the comments. I would love to know your name and establish a connection with you. And know that I appreciate you being here, and I see you, and I know your worth, and I know how important you are. And I want you to know how important you are. So what this lesson is saying from the rabbit is that you need to take care of your needs first. And in doing so, all else falls into place. So that's, I was listening to a reading earlier today by this other creator, Tennille Talks. You should go check her out. She's awesome. But I was listening to her, and she was talking about having your cup filled. You have to fill your own cup, or keep your cup filled in order to assist and really be available for others. If your cup isn't filled and it's depleted because of matrix programming or all kinds of crazy shit stealing your energy or trying to take your energy and you know, reacting off of conditioning that you haven't, you know, deconditioned yet, and you're just, you know, that your cup is empty. Your cup is empty, and you don't have the energy to help others. So it is of maximum importance, if you're watching this, start, it could be in baby step, just little things to start putting yourself first, or you could just rip the Band-Aid off, which is kind of like how I operate a lot of the times. I will just rip the Band-Aid off and just whole new set of rules. Bam, get it over with and stick to it. Putting yourself first. What areas in your life are you not putting your needs, mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical first? Start looking at that. Make a list. Ask. If it's coming to you right now, ask the Reiki, which you can just think to yourself, Reiki, help me with this. Because that's what I've directed it to do, to help you with whatever your individual needs are to help with what is coming up through this transmission. So when I say, what relationships aren't you putting yourself first in? What situations are you not putting yourself first in? If something's coming up, ask the Reiki to help you with how to resolve it. And then pay attention over the next couple days or so to what comes into your consciousness on how to handle things, the best way to handle things. It's all about focused intention, asking specifically for what you want. If you want things to happen with ease, if you want things to happen in the best way possible for everyone involved, that's what you ask for. How do I relieve myself from these situations where I feel I am unable to put my energy first? What is the best possible way for everyone involved for me to have the energy and feel comfortable making decisions in alignment with putting my needs first? Get specific. Okay, so rabbits are very skilled at hiding. Because remember, they're the most hunted, rabbits and mice. I should have looked up mice, but I mean, another day, you know, she didn't come with the mice, she mentioned the white rabbit. So, they're very skilled at hiding. They burrow into the earth, and they have a back door and they have a front door of the house that they create inside of Gaia. So they always have a way out. Remember earlier I was mentioning boxed in, how the Matrix has a way of boxing you into things. So it's like being stuck. Now I'm getting a message that my disk is almost full. I swear, if something happens to this video, and then you hear that knocking, you probably didn't. There's knocking going on. So I was just thinking about stopping this and starting a new video, but then I'm going to just keep going. I'm going to keep going. Okay. So there is a need in your life right now to review your current plans and plan for unforeseen possible things, unforeseen possibilities. Ensure that you're not boxed in anywhere in your life. If you are, then that needs to be a focus of healing for you right now. So ask the universe, ask this Reiki to bring into your awareness of what is the best possible way for me to get unboxed out of this box that I find myself in, to more freedom. Okay, they're also experts at freezing their movements to remain unseen. So this is another message about being the most preyed upon. Like this collective, like people of the light, who are just naturally have pure light, love, unity, consciousness, we're very hated because people really hate themselves, but they project it onto us because they don't know any better. So they will look at us because